warm good morning to all my kids. Kids, are you ready to enjoy today's class? Okay, kids, I believe you are eagerly waiting for English classes. Okay, kids, today in our class we are going to discuss from your main course book, and today we are going to discuss chapter 6, and the name of our chapter is Malala Yousafzai. Then you all are familiar with this name, Malala Yousafzai. Then, who is Malala Yousafzai? Okay, by hearing this name, the one thing will come in our mind. What was that? What is that? The small girl who won Nobel Prize. In everyone's mind, that answer will come about if we heard about Malala, if we heard the name Malala Yousafzai. So today we are going to study about a small girl who won Nobel Prize in his teenage. Okay, my kids, are you ready to know about her? Okay, she was a girl like you, but he won different prizes, and also he won all the human beings' heart. Okay, kids. Now I will share small information about Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai is a person. Then she struggled, or she fight a lot to get education for women in Pakistan, and for that she struggled a lot. He fight a lot, and during that time she and her friends shot by a Pakistan terrorist gunman. But in that time also she never break up her work. She worked, she fight against, and finally she won the greatest or biggest prize in this world, Nobel Prize, and she shared her prize with Kailash Satyarthi in 2014. So today we are going to study about, or today we are going to know about Malala Yousafzai. So take your textbook in your hand and take page number 61 and listen carefully. Take your pencil with you. You know what to do with your pencil. Underline the difficult words and study the spellings, and underline the difficult words and study the spellings also. Okay. Dear sisters and brothers, today is a day of great happiness for me. So Malala Yousafzai, dear sisters and brothers, today is a great day of happiness for me. I am humbled that the Nobel Committee has selected me for this precious award. So I humbly seeing that Nobel Committee, that the greatest awards committee, Nobel Committee, selected for me for this precious award. Thank you to everyone for your continued support and life. And she expressed her thanks to everyone that who support her and love her. And she said, continue her support and love. I need your support and love. Thank you for the letters and cards that I still receive from all around the world. Then lot of cards and gifts were sent to her after hearing the award. So he expressed thanks to that also. Your kind and encouraging words strengthen and inspire me. And she said that your encouraging words are all inspire me a lot. I would like to thank my parents for their unconditional love. Next step is she expressed her thanks to her parents for their unconditional love. What do you mean by unconditional? That means not limited in any way, limitless love. Thank you to my father for not clipping my wings and for letting me fly. Then thank to my father because her father allow her to do anything as she wish. That means thank you to father for not clipping my wings. If we clip the wings, the birds cannot fly. So her father, that means the father allow her to do whatever things she likes. So then thank you to my mother for inspiring me to be patient and to always speak the truth. Then thank you, she expressed their mother, and she said about their mother, thank mother for inspiring me to be patient and to always speak the truth. She studied from her mother. That means to be patient every time and also speak the truth. And also thank you to all my wonderful teachers who inspire me to believe in myself and be brave. And he thanks her teachers. All the teachers encourage her and mold her to be brave and believe in herself. That the teachers work and teachers mold Malala to be brave. I am proud, well in fact, I am very proud to be the first Pashtun, the first Pakistani and the youngest person to receive this award. And she was the first Pakistani who received the Nobel Prize. So I am very proud of that, and I am also honored to receive this award together with Kailash Satyarthi, who has been a champion for children's rights for a long time. And I already told you, she shared this Nobel Prize for Peace in 2004 with Kailash Satyarthi. And Kailash Satyarthi, who was the champion, was a person who worked for the children's rights for a long time. Twice as long, in fact, that I have been alive. Along with all of that, I am pretty certain that I am also the first recipient of the Nobel Prize who still fights with the younger brothers. So now we are fighting with my younger brothers to get the rights of education for children and women in Pakistan. I want there to be peace everywhere, but my brothers and I are still working on that. Then the next thing is we want peace in our place. For that, my brothers, my sisters, my colleagues, we all are working together to get peace in our place and to get the right for education, especially for women and kids in my country. Dear brothers and sisters, I was named after the inspirational Malalai of Maiwand, who is the Pashtun Joan of Arc. That means that Malalai of Maiwand is a person who is a poet in Pakistani, and this award is not just for me. And Malala is saying that this award is not just for me. It is for those forgotten children who want education. And this award, I am dedicating this award for the children who had thirst for education and that they don't have chance to go to school for studying. And it is those for frightened children who want peace. And the next is, I am dedicating this award the children who were needed peace in their place. Then the children are living very frightenedly in that place because of terrorism. And it is those for voiceless children who want change. The next is the children who were voiceless because of their physical appearance, because of their sounds of authorities, and the children who were eagerly want change in their place. I am here to stand up for their rights, to raise their voice. It is not time to pity them. It is time to take action, so it becomes the last time that we see a child deprived of education. So I am here stand up for the children. I am here stand up for these type of children, the children who want to study, and the children who were voiceless and they want peace in their place, and the children who were living very frighteningly in that place because of terrorism. I am standing here until my death. I will work for them. I will raise my voice against the authorities, against the persons who were suppressing the wishes of these children. I have found that people describe me in many different ways. Then I have found that people all over the world described me in different ways, and they gave me different names or different titles. Some people call me the girl who fought for her rights, and some people call me the girl who fought for her rights, and some people call me a Nobel laureate now. Nobel laureate means the person who won the Nobel Prize. However, my brothers still call me that annoying bossy sister. Anyway, my brothers call me that annoying bossy sister. As far as I know, I am just a committed and even stubborn person who wants to see every child getting a quality education. Anyway, I am here and I need to see all my kids, all my children getting quality of education. All my children are getting education and all my children are getting quality of education. Who want to see women having equal rights and who want peace in every corner of the world. And all the women should get equal rights as a man, and each and every corner in our world want to be filled with peace. For these three things I am working in my life. Education is one of the blessings of life and one of its necessities. Now she is saying about education. Education is if it's a person who is educated, or the person who is getting education without any problem, that person is a blessed person, and education is a blessing. and it's a one of its necessities. It's a necessary thing of it in a human life. That has been my experience during the 17 years of my life. In my paradise farm Swath, I always love learning and discovering new things. And now she says saying about his childhood, or she says about his place Swath, and in that place she enjoyed her life and she loved learning and she discovered new things. And I remember when my friends and I would decorate our hands with henna on special occasions. We know for especially for Muslims, they will decorate their hands with henna in special occasions. So like that, Malala and her friends also in their celebrations they decorate their henna. They decorate henna with decorate their hands with henna, and instead of drawing flowers and patterns, we know different pictures that they are for drawing henna. So instead of drawing that type of flowers or patterns, we would paint our hands with mathematical formulas and equations. Now instead of drawing flowers or patterns in our hand, we draw or we will draw mathematical equations and formulas with a henna in our hands. From that we can understand how much Malala loved education. We had a thirst for education. They had thirst for education. We had a thirst for education because our future was right in that classroom, and we understood that if we if we educated very well, we will get a good life. Otherwise, our love will be became worse. So because they had a thirst for education, and they understood their future was right in their classroom. We would sit and learn and read together. Then we would sit, learn, and we enjoyed our school life. We loved to wear neat and tidy school uniforms, and we would sit there with the big dreams in our eyes. Then we loved to wear neat and tidy school uniforms. We love to wear to go to school. We love to wear neat and tidy school uniforms, and we love to sit together with big dreams in our eyes. We wanted to make our parents proud and prove that we could also excel in our studies. And we wanted to make our parents proud because then for that we want to prove excellent. We want to show excellency in our studies. We want to become a good child in our education. By seeing this, our parents will become proud of us. But things did not remain the same. Now she is explaining what happens after, what happened in between her educational life in Swath. But things did not remain the same. When I was in Swath, which was a place of tourism and beauty, it suddenly changed into a place of terrorism. Then my place Swath was very beautiful, and it is very attracted by the tourists there. But suddenly our place, beautiful, peaceful place Swath changed into a place of terrorism. It was just then when more than 400 schools were destroyed, people were killed, and our beautiful dreams turned into nightmares. Then just 10 when I was just 10, then I was 10 years old. In our place, for more than 400 schools were destroyed by terrorists, and so many people were killed, and our beautiful dreams turned out into nightmares, and our beautiful dreams became collapsed because of the activities of the terrorists in our place. Education went from being a right to being a crime. Then from that time onwards, those who are going for education, that person look like a person who is committed a crime. That means education went from being a right to a crime. അതായത് എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഒരവകാശം എന്ന് പറയുന്നതിലുപരി അവിടെ ഒരു വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തിന് പോകുന്നവരെ ഒരു തെറ്റുകാരനായിട്ട് നോക്കാൻ ജനങ്ങൾ നോക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങി. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ the terrorists who were ruling that place, they said that those who are going education, that person will get punishment. Girls were stopped from going to school. The next thing is all the girls were banned to go to school for education. The girls not allowed to go to school for education. When my world suddenly changed, my priorities changed too. Then my world changed, and my first ambition or my first wish was also changed. That means my first wish was to become a to get a good education and to become a good educational person in the world. But the changes happened to in my place changed my life also. I had two options. One was to remain silent and want to be killed, wait to be killed, and the second was to speak up and then be killed. Then I got two options in my life. I got two options. That means one was to remain silent and wait to be killed. That means one was to remain silent and to face the death, and the next one is raise my voice against these activities and face the death. Two options are there. Anyway, death is a sure fact in our life. So one is I need to remain silent and face the death. Then other one is raise my voice against the terrorist activities and face the death. I chose the second one. I decided to speak up. Then I chose the second one. That means I decide to raise my voice against the terrorist activities in our place and face the death. The terrorists tried to stop us and attack me and my friends who were here today. Then the terrorists, they tried to stop us. They tried to Malala and attacked her and her friends who are here today on our school bus in 2012. But neither their ideas or their bullets could win. Then me and my friend shot by a Pakistani terrorist gunman in 2012 in a school bus. But neither their ideas or their bullets could win our life and our voice. We survived, and since that day our voice had grown louder and louder. From that day onwards, our voice, my and my friend's voice, grown up louder and louder, and we are shouting and we are fighting against the terrorists, and we are shouting and we are fighting against the world to change, and the world allow all the children to get quality educations and all the women to get equal rights in their own country. Okay, my kids, this is a small explanation about Malala. Not I guess this is chapter about Malala Yousafzai. So now I believe you understood about Malala Yousafzai. Malala Yousafzai is a small girl who won a Nobel Prize in 2014 for peace, and we know she worked for the children who were stopped or who were banned from education, and she worked for the women to get equal rights in their own country. And she wrote many writings in her blogs, and that became very viral in our world, and all the people loved her very much, and all the people support her work for to get the quality education and to get the equal rights for women in the world. So still she is working to get the rights of human beings. So we also wanted to work against the people or the authorities who were stopping education and who were stopping the good things in our society. So my kids, so this is story about Malala Yousafzai. So read this chapter, go through about this girl, and you can search in nets about Malala Yousafzai. And next is your activity. Before going to your activity, let's go through the new words in this chapter. The first one is encouraging. Encouraging means giving someone support and encouragement. The second is inspire. Inspire means to make someone feel that they want to do something and can do it. Third one, unconditional. Unconditional means not limited in any way. Fifth one, clipping my wings. Clipping my wings means a way of saying that he did not stop her from doing what she wanted to do. He gave her the freedom to decide to herself. Then the next one is Pashtun. Pashtun means the people who live in southern Afghanistan and northwest Pakistan and speak Pashtun. Then champion. Champion, a person who supports or defends a person or an idea. Then children's rights. That means the laws that have been passed to keep children safe and educated. Then is recipient. Recipient, a person who receives or is awarded something. Cause, an idea for the good of society that many people support. Voiceless children. Children who do not have the power to express their thoughts and be heard by many people. Deprived, denied something important. Then Kailash Satyarthi. I told you Kailash Satyarthi was a person who won Nobel Prize for Peace in 2014 with Malala Yousafzai. Then Kailash Satyarthi is an Indian who fights for the children's right. He founded the Bachchan Bachcho Andolan in 1918, has acted to protect the rights for more than 83,000 children from 144 countries. He won the Nobel Peace Prize along with Malala Yousafzai in 2014. Joan of Arc, a French woman who led the French armies against the English in the 100 Years War. Then Nobel laureate, a person who is honored with the Nobel Prize. Quality education, good education, necessities, things that are needed to stay alive. Swat, a river valley in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan, is the place of great natural beauty. Terrorism, the use of violence against people in order to reach a political goal. Priorities, that things are regarded as more important than others. Then the last one, okay, up to these are the new words in this chapter. So read this chapter twice, go through the new words, study the spellings, understood the meanings. Okay, my kids, that is your writing activity. I am going to give two activities for you. The first one, your first activity is listen to this small, it's page number 67. Listen to another small extract from Malala's speech. Listen to another extract from Malala's speech and write a short paragraph about that. Okay, so listen to the Malala speech from the net and write a short paragraph about that. And the second activity is page number 61. There is one quote was given there. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more place you will go. This is a small quote. So discuss the meaning of this quote and write about this quote. Okay, discuss the meaning of this quote and page number 61 and write about that quote. So I am giving two activities for you. So do these all activities and put your best in your activity room. Okay, my kids, I believe you understood this class. So today we finished one chapter, chapter 7, Malala Yousafzai. It's a small chapter. So read this chapter, study the question answers that I will give in your audio classes. So study all the question answers, study the meanings and do your English work and enjoy your day by putting your best in your activity room. Okay, thank you.